Mac and cheese is a favorite at every single cookout, so we're going to show you how to make one that's going to make sure that you're the talk of the town and everybody asks you for the recipe. First, we're going to start with 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese, just the noodles now. We're going to boil those up and put them in the bottom of our aluminum takeaway tray. We're not using our good Tupperware for this meetup. Next, you're going to put in an entire stick of butter. Just plant that right there in the middle, okay? We're going to be putting in both of those cheese packets from both boxes of mac, all right? Just put them right over the top. Make sure you cover the butter as well. It's going to be going on in there to make sure that we get all that cheesy flavor because, I mean, my goodness, everybody knows a noodle is just a vehicle for cheese. Next, you're going to put in your milk, just exactly the way they describe it on the back of the box. Remember, we're working with 2 boxes here, okay? So that's going to be a cup of milk total. All right, now we're going to blend it all together here. Make sure that all of our noodles get covered real well in our cheese. The butter's starting to soften because, of course, it's not in the fridge. So that'll go ahead and just sort of fold over the butter to make sure that it gets good and melty whenever we put it in the oven, all right? Good. Please, please make sure that you get this really well mixed. Nobody likes biting into a whole mouthful of cheese powder, all right? Fantastic. Now, let's say we add some meat, huh? There we go. We're going to get some chicken nuggets in here as well. This way you know that the youngins are going to love it too. I never outgrew my chicken nugget phase, if you want to know the truth. I love chicken tenders, chicken fingers, whatever it is you want to call them, wherever it is you get them. And if you put them in there, you're guaranteed everybody's going to love it. Rotel. Have y'all ever made cheese dip with this? We ought to do that one day too. That stuff is so good. It gives you a little bit of a juiciness as well as that beautiful color. God, I love these tomatoes. They are so good. Mix that with some cheese in a crock pot. My goodness. I'll eat until I hurt myself. Next, we got some peppers. First, I got these chopped chilies. I love these. Y'all know it. We're going to add not 1 can of these. Well, 1 can of these and then a can of sliced jalapeno. That way we get just a little bit of heat and a whole lot of flavor. I absolutely love this. That way our mac and cheese got a little bit more of a Tex-Mex edge to it, but those chicken nuggets keep it just a little bit more America. Put in some onion powder. Like I said before, a lot of y'all been talking about how you're watching your salt, so we use an onion and garlic powders instead of salt. That way it provides a whole lot of flavor without all the sodium. Then a little bit of tahini. Now, if y'all haven't used this, you are missing out. Oh, it's so good. It's got just a little bit of sweet and a whole lot of flavor, and I love it. Cheese? I mean, can you get too much cheese on a mac and cheese dish? I think not. I know I certainly can't. Now then, while that's baking, we've got it in our oven at 400 degrees. It's going to be in there for about 20 to 30 minutes. Just keep an eyeball on it to make sure that the cheese don't burn. Now, we've diced a whole avocado here for a little bit of a top garnish. What we're going to do is go ahead and put that diced avocado into our mixing bowl. I'm going to put a little bit of lemon juice on the top because avocado, as y'all know, is an incredibly fragile fruit, vegetable, whatever it is we want to call it. So that lemon juice is going to keep it from browning. Then we're going to put just a little bit of olive oil on it as well, just to keep it from sticking. Beautiful. And all you're going to do is just kind of fold it around. You're just going to make sure that each one of those little cubes gets coated in both the lemon juice and the oil, okay? Perfect. Now we're going to put just a touch of onion powder in there as well. Beautiful. A little bit of smoked paprika. There we are. Nice. And again, just give it a good stir. Make sure that everything's really well coated in there, okay? So about 15-20 minutes in, we're going to be smelling amazing aromas coming from the oven. What we're going to do is we're going to pull that out and just put this right on top. It gives a little bit of a creamy, more vegetable element. And I wish you'd look at that. Look at that, how beautiful. Oh my goodness. Now, some people say the cheese isn't quite well done enough. I don't know. I love it burnt, but if you're using shredded, sometimes you might want to be real careful with that because it can burn real fast, and it'll get that smoky flavor that isn't always optimal. But my goodness, doesn't that look good? And that avocado on top, again, that's absolutely optional. I would consider maybe doing bacon, crumbled bacon on top of this would be absolutely outstanding, I think. Bacon bits, you can do maybe some sausage, or maybe even more diced tomatoes. I think that'd be delicious. All in all, a beautiful baked mac and cheese that everybody's going to love. Eat up, y'all. Woo!